Welcome to our video bulletin for Friday the 6th of November. Yesterday, new restrictions came in force across the country, and of course we're affected by that just as we were last time. But things are different in this second lockdown. For a start, we're able to keep our building open, so although there won't be public worship, you are welcome if you're in the city centre to call in, to light a candle, to spend some time here, just as all the other people in the city centre who use our building are able to call in as well. And the ability to keep that building open, to show our ministry to those around us, is a significant change from before. Now, the other change from before is that we've been able to plan a bit more, and we're in a very different place. So although we won't have public worship for the next 4 weeks, we know that there will be a lot going on. The Archbishops of Canterbury and York have asked that we use this time as a time of prayer for the nation. And so for the next 4 weeks on Tuesdays, we'll be producing some video reflections to help you with prayer. Our usual online offerings continue as well, with the video bulletin and with the e-bulletin to keep you informed. And of course on Sundays, our Sunday worship will be available from 10 o'clock on the YouTube channel. And there are other things going on as well, and our confirmation preparation continues. We've got a City Centre vocations group. Those of you who are at home can also download a home worship text from the website, and I'll be posting hard copies out to those people who aren't on email, who probably won't be watching this video bulletin, but you know that it's coming to them. And all of that happens out of this great building, which is still here, serving the country and the city as it has done for many centuries. And the heart of this building is, of course, the altar just at the side of me, and what serves as the altar is the sacristy. And we're going to wander into the sacristy now to see how Ian met Peter earlier this week.
Hi, and welcome to the Meet the Congregation slot for this week, the first week in November. Today I'm speaking, first to announce, I'm taking over officially the Meet the Congregation roles from Fergus, which is very exciting. If you're a congregation member who has not yet done Meet the Congregation, please feel free to reach out to me and we can chat a little bit and maybe get you in one of these video bulletins. So today I'm speaking to a very important member of the St. Nick's community who does a lot of work behind the scenes. And that is Peter Campbell. Peter, how are you doing today?
Well, under the circumstances, very well.
Very good. Very good. Can you talk a little bit about exactly what you do here? Because I know a lot of people see you in services. I know you spend a lot of time in the church building. What exactly are you doing here for St. Nick's?
I suppose I call it holy housekeeping. It shouldn't show. All of that shouldn't get in the way of the congregation's worship. Their worship begins the moment they come into the church. And so there should be no messing around by me taking out this, that or the other. I'm perfectly capable of doing lots of simple jobs. I have said more than once, all that I do could be done by a trained chimpanzee, but we don't have one, so we've got me. So yeah, just keeping things going, topping up oil in the candles, making sure that the batteries are working, that levels are all right, that the furniture is just around, opening the door, because so often, just after 8 o'clock in the morning, somebody wanders in. And I think it's most important that there is a presence, and that is something at my advanced age I can do perfectly adequately.
Well, your work is super essential, and we really appreciate it. How did you first start coming to St. Nick's?
I won't go back to the very beginning. It's a long sequential thing. I took early retirement from higher education at 50 and went to labour in the cathedral as the education officer, and then for some years as the custos. And I realised I was literally going to work in the cathedral 7 days a week. And that was getting a bit much. And so I knew Nick Fraley because he'd been at the cathedral, and so I just wandered in down here. We've been here ever since.
Well, we're so glad you came.
No, both Henry and I are very comfortable in the churchmanship, and the people very, very welcoming. It's a very thoughtful congregation. As the clergy no doubt know, we're very critical of sermons. And we are used to every time receiving something which is worthwhile and we take away with us. And so, when I was at the cathedral, I used to say I spent most of my time moving plastic chairs. But it happened to be useful, so that's fine.
Well, we're really glad you came.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. That's probably all the time we have for it, but thank you so much for all that you do. And members of the congregation, if you ever see Peter, come say hello to him and thank him, because really he keeps the place moving.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, Peter won't need to be setting up the altar this Sunday, but we have been setting it up during the week to prepare for our worship on Sunday. And so as you join us on YouTube, you'll find many familiar elements from our worship, including music from a cantor. There'll be music as well from St. Nicholas Singers, as we also remember that this Sunday is Remembrance Sunday. We will have our normal parish act of remembrance as part of that service released at 10 o'clock on YouTube. So please do tune into YouTube and take part in the service. If you're of Sunday school age, you'll be joining us at 11 o'clock on Zoom for Sunday school activities. And whichever way you're joining us for worship this weekend, I hope you have a very good weekend.